Hello everyone, for those that were here last year, yes, it's another grumpy old man talking about some topics that we covered again. Just Write Some Bloody Code is all about the fact that we're always bombarded with these wonderful pressures to do less of the code stuff, right? Use this tool, it'll save you time. But the reality is, this is not saving me time, this is the stack of doom, right? Put something on the ESB, load it up with some process management over the top, we'll use a rules engine to figure out what to do next, and some decisioning to do some smart analytics. It's not actually going to help me. Let's look at why. So ESB, and I'm sorry if this is a bit old tech, but actually all these things have modern counterparts, because everything old is new again. ESBs, SOAP, XML, this whole pile of things. I swear, I worked on an ESB where it took in perfectly valid output from a billing system, reordered the ordered list, and output it in an invalid state. I mean, that's bad enough, but the reality is you couldn't upgrade the underlying services because everything was in a Mexican standoff of version locking on the XML schemas. They're absolutely ridiculous. On top of that, you might find some business process management. So BPM's great. You can define your processes outside code, it manages your state. Heck, even business analysts can use it. You don't even have to be a developer. But then what happens is you find that you want to deploy a new version of your process. Well, what do you do about the ones that are already in flight? Does it do that for you? No, it doesn't. One of the designers of IBM Process Server told me face to face, oh no, don't use it for processes that last more than 5 seconds. What the hell use is that? That's not a business process. Well, we've always got our friend, the rules engine. The rules engine can help us out in different ways. First of all, it can really help us obfuscate why the hell we're doing something. We had no idea why it spat out that result. Can you test it? I can't test it. Can you predict what it's going to do? God knows what happens when we let the business deploy new rules without going through a proper testing process. Anything could happen. And maybe that's what we want. But usually, as developers, it's not what we want. Then decisioning. I mean, I feel a bit unfair bagging on decisioning. Last year I just read out the Pega Systems marketing page, and it had everybody in fits of laughter. So I feel bad doing the same thing again. But the problem with decisioning systems, they're under the bonnet. They're actually based on some really solid technology in the form of predicate logic. But they're not used like that. They're used in ways that, or abused in ways that, again, allow people to deploy changes that haven't gone through any kind of realistic regression or anything like that. The decisions that they make, you may be able to tell why they made them, but are they decisions you want to be made? Often not. The reality of code is that in this list, there's only one part of the code lifecycle that's actually to do with writing it. When somebody comes and offers help with making it quicker to write the code, remember that writing the new code is probably 10% or less of the work that we all do. The effort to get something out there, reliable, operatable, is actually not writing the new code. It's in the tests. It's in the management of it. It's in how we build and deploy that thing. It's how we roll it back. Talking about the service versioning. How do we tell when things are going wrong? Debug and operate things. These are the reasons why we love code. We love code because we can actually manage it safely, deploy it, and deliver business value. So next time somebody offers some help, say, no, I'm just going to write some bloody code. Thank you.
Thanks, Matt.